Welcome, everybody. This is a fun live stream today. So today I'm going to review the RedWall animated series, especially the first season. And reason why I want to do that is because, well, nowadays the entertainment industry is a little bit predictable in what they deliver. So I figure, you know what, maybe by uh, praising the awesome animated series, that maybe I can, you know, uh, help people like learn about a new or something that's gonna feel new to them if they're not aware of something that exists like this. And yeah, one reason I enjoy Redwall is because, well, I've enjoyed it ever since I was a little guy. You know, ever since I've started watching it, I just fell in love with the show. I mean, it's really magical, and I'll get around to explaining myself about that shortly. Um, so now here we are, and we are at the beginning of this season now. Please bear in mind, I'm not showing like the entire season. I'm just showing you like some moments that I found were momentous. Um, for example, in this scene, Matthias is remembering how he um, couldn't talk because of his sister's death, and um, he introduces himself to Cornflower because she was nice to him, and basically everyone else prior to that moment, they were not all that welcoming. So that was definitely a thing for him. So yes. So as I mentioned, this is a fun video live stream. So um, just a moment. There we go. Okay, so when I first started watching this show, I always felt that there was something between Matthias and Cornflower, um, even though they didn't really specify much. Uh, you know, I just felt there was something there, and just watching those two together all the time is like one of the most magical things you could ever hope for. And yes, I thought that was awesome, really. Not like the way they were portrayed together. Um, of course, they did have their struggles in the beginning, but you know what? Doesn't everyone at some point have struggles? I mean, nobody's perfect. So I think that's one of the things that the show aimed to promote was the fact that, you know, can't dwell on your own shortcomings all the time, or you know, or if you feel overwhelmed with fear, sometimes you just have to overcome it, and they portray that very well.
One of them from the Abbey. Gotta grab him. There was 6 of them, Chief. Was gonna finish them all, I was. Then I said to myself, I said, better keep one alive for questioning. White Rag here, my old shipmate. I knew I could depend on Raggy at the brave, he'll say. Have a medal, lad. Extra rations.
sorry. I stopped talking because I realized that I had already reached the one clip that had audio. Anyways, anyways, as you could see, Matthias was in a tight spot. I mean, he basically had to defend himself by basically dodging. Um, and Ragier was basically not the brightest bulb in the box, obviously. Um, but one thing that made the show stand out quite a bit was this running gag where they just made people like the bad guys um, just idle mindlessly until the superiors uh, got frustrated due to lack of activity. And I always found that funny and unusual at the same time. It's like, why do they just idle there? And um, I don't know. I just found it just really funny, but yet at the same time high quality. And yeah, and like I mentioned, there's some only one audio uh, clip, so like there was only one video clip with audio, so I didn't want to um, yeah, didn't want to have any more struggles with that. Anyways, um, another thing I found was nice about this show was um, just the way the characters interact. It's like it's just so natural. It's like it's amazing. Like um, you can tell it feels real as opposed to like um, it being superficial. Like in some shows, like nowadays, basically, um, if you watch any show, it's gonna be like either it's gonna be like bad guys doing some sort of bad, like awful operation, and they're just worried about getting ratted out to the cops and or just pulling out and whatever. In this show, it's not like that. It's basically, you know, if if you're gonna if you're gonna do something, you do it. It feels real. That's the quality of it. And the show is amazing. Like as you can see, there's been quite a few iconic battles, and I just adored it. Adored it, adored it, adored it. And it's just amazing because, like, the characters, um, they all have their role in the story. Where whether it's Clooney the Scourge, who wants to take over the Abbey, or Matthias, who's trying to defend it from Clooney and his Horde. Stuff like that. It's amazing. Um, excuse me. Um, what else? Um, yeah, now YouTube's friggin' blocked my stream temporarily because of copyrighted audio. So that's fun. Uh, one thing that I found funny about the show, or not funny, but like cute, I guess, was the way that the sparrows, um, spoke. Like, for example, while they did sound like they spoke English, it was obviously not English. Like, you could tell. You could tell that they had their own variant of the English language. It's called the Spara language, and I just sometimes speak it, and it's so fun to speak it. It's really a really nice way to exercise the mind with, you know, just how you speak words. Um, Now, of course, I wouldn't try that in like in a professional environment, but like in a leisure environment, oh, for sure, for sure. So stuff like that. Um, yeah, I basically yeah enjoyed the show for that. Um, so yeah. Um, so at any point, if you feel like chatting about the show, just drop me a line or just yeah, just enable or not enable, but just drop by for um, the rest like of the discussion, and hopefully uh, hopefully I can clarify some things if there's not something clarified. um, but yeah, drop by my Let's Watch RedWall stream or upload, and yeah, see you then. Thanks for dropping by. This is Jedi Master 362 signing off.